There we go. All right, so today I'm going to be building happy plants. Yay! Hi, Fortnite streamer. How you doing? Today I'm going to be building happy plants, doing a stop motion animation. Probably turn this into a short video. So I'm just going to walk through the process on how to do that. And let's get started here. So I've already got everything unboxed. There's the bag, all the pieces from the first bag. I've got the first piece up here. Let me get my camera started and turn it back on here. Okay, so here we go. I think I'll do kind of what I normally do here and just have this kind of slide in. I want it to end right there. Look at it right there, because there's going to be some other stuff that's going to go in there. Okay. So let me draw line. I can remember where this was. Connect the top row of studs there. All right. I don't remember where that's at. In here. Just gonna, might do like a. Maybe I'll start it like that. It's always fun. Okay. So we'll take our first empty shot. Nothing there. And then I'm going to start sliding this in. I'm moving really quick here. Okay. Once we get closer, I'm going to start making it flip upward. Be about probably after this shot. Okay, so now make it look like it's flipping. What we do, grab a little bit of stick back. Just gonna set it right on the bottom here. Just raise it ever so slightly. If it's like super noticeable, we can always pull it out in post. So got that started. Then add a little bit more sticky tack. Make it go up a little bit higher. Put this one kind of more towards the bottom. And that there. You can see it's starting to kind of look like it's going to flip upwards. Okay, so now we can move the sticky tack to the back. And do that there. And then we'll do just a little bit of tack, a frame in the middle. Bump it up just a hair. It's kind of angled up there. Do that. Then no tack. Oh, gosh. We missed our mark. Oh, let's see. That's okay. We can still get it where it needs to go. Just a little bit. A little bit more. It flips over there. No. That's kind of cool. Alright, I think we'll keep that. So what we do now, that we're at the end of that animation, is just add a little sticky tack to the bottom of both sides. One part, one little piece there, one piece here. And then we try to line it up just the best that I can here. Doesn't have to be perfect. And that's okay. There we go. That's way off. Try to get a lot closer than that. Slide it a bit. You see how it's kind of blurry with that overlay. Let's see where we're at there. And it's kind of shaky. I don't like need to needs to come back this way just a bit. Try that. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Now I'm gonna see things disappear for a second. I'm just switching the frame rate, and that resets the application that I'm using. Because we're gonna start building. So that disappear, and now it's back. So now we're doing 8 frames a second instead of 24 because this is the build portion. Okay. Hey, good morning there, Haley. Okay. All right, so now we can start on step 1, step 2. I'm gonna I've got the first shot here. And now we're gonna go ahead and grab this piece and just put it there. Take a shot. This piece here, put it there, and take a shot. We'll go around the outside here. It looks like we've got 4 of these yellow pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4th one. All right, so watch that back. You can see it's starting to build. Now, on step 4, it wants us to flip this thing over. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think what we'll do instead is slide in these other pieces behind and can make this thing go on top of those. So let's figure that out real quick. So now I'm gonna make a new animation scene because we want those pieces to slide in. Disappear for a second and come right back. Okay. All right, so I have these, not sure what these pieces are called. They're kind of these round guys. And what we're gonna do here, I think, is kind of have them slide in like that. And then this piece is gonna jump up there. We'll figure out how to do that. Okay. So I'm gonna start these out there, make sure they're outside of our middle third, because we're just doing a short. So we only need that middle third of the view. Otherwise, I don't really care. Okay. And these start to slide in. Get them in frame just a little. There we go. Close that a bit. What I'm doing now is easing, so I'm doing a little bit less motion. each frame, so it looks like it's slowing down. Let's see how that'll look. We're almost in place here. Just want to move this one just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. All right. We'll move it just a little bit more. About that easing arc. There we go. Okay, so we have these pieces. There are some pieces that will go underneath the brick here. And so I'm gonna just tack those round pieces down where they're at, first of all. This is gonna be interesting. And I will actually build those on top. A little bit, be a little bit easier to manage if I do it that way. I don't want that coming up that side. Back here. Okay. How close did we get? Pretty close. I'm gonna come back. Needs to need to both back up a little bit. Too close. Slide that back. See how that looks. And it's a little bit too much. I need to slide him back just a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that looks. Oh, it's pretty good. Okay, we'll do a little bit of building here now. So if you're new here, what I do is I build stop motion Lego builds. And I kind of walk through my process on the live streams, but you can check out like the finished videos elsewhere on the channel. Okay, so we're at 8. Okay. Now we're going to add a couple pieces to the sides. And this is what that's going to look like. So this goes right there. And there is this 2x2 tile here. All right, now the moment of truth. We'll see if I space these out correctly. Almost. Move that to the side a little bit. Refigure those. Okay. And that'll be okay. Okay. This final piece here. All right. Now that we've got these two sections, we need to animate the front piece with the blue on top of the other part. So here we go with that. Right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide this front part. I am building happy plants right now. This set here. That's what we're building today. Alright, going. And just slide this kind of to the side. And we'll slide it over and up. Slow. Give it kind of a smooth arc. A little closer. And I think I'll do a frame in between here. Just kind of raising up a bit. Like that. Okay. Looks. That there. Tack on the bottom. Okay. Forward. 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 Press it down. There we go. Let's see how that turned out. That looks pretty good. Alright. I'm going to skip putting these bottom pieces on because I'm not going to get any grip to the sticky tack if I have that smooth piece. So we'll just go back to building here, which I'm going to switch the frame rate back to 8. Yep. Okay. Now we just continue building. Easy peasy. Just a second. Need to step away for just a minute. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, for these arms, I'm just going to build those in place. I'll start with the right side and then the left. Get that going here. Sure. So it's, oh, okay, that's easy. That piece will just slide in. See that pretty good. Okay. Make a dog. I could make a dog. That's a good idea. I'm not making a dog right now, but I could in the future. I'm not really, I haven't gotten too much into mocks or anything. Whoop. Put the wrong piece and just back that up. That's fine. Yeah, I haven't really gotten into building mocks too much. Mostly what I do is official Lego sets. I've thought about, branching out and doing more than that. Hey, thanks for the sub. Glad you are enjoying the build. Okay, so like I'm missing a piece here. Ah, I found it. It was hidden. It's there. Hey, hello there, Lemon. How are you today? Just doing some stop motion building here. Today we are making the Happy Plants set. So I'm doing an animation of these guys. Gonna turn it into a short. Okay. Whoop. Yeah, they're pretty cute. I like them a lot. Okay, we've got these yellow bricks on the sides here. Hey, hello there, Crystal Light. How are you? All right, so we're just gonna work our way around the top here. Let's do a preview here and see how it looks so far. Looks pretty good. I think it's coming right along. Okay. Right. Let me bump that. Fix that up here. There we go. All right. So the next section we have is a side build. And so I'm gonna animate this brown piece in. I'm gonna have it kind of spin in and stop about right here, I think that'll be fun. We'll do new build section. All right, so I got my thing set up here. This brown piece, it's gonna spin it. So I'll grab the corner of it here. Start spinning. Like just moving it a little bit at a time. There. So now I'm just gonna try to keep it here where it's at and just get it the right angle. So we're almost there. I'm gonna slow it down just a little bit. All right, let's see how that looks. Looks pretty good. Spins right into place there. All right, now that we have it where we want it, take our sticky tack, stick it right here to the back. And then we'll try to line this up and get it right back where it was before. Pretty close. Adjust it a little bit before we press it down. It turned a little bit on me. Pull it this way. All right, there we go. That looks pretty good. Just spins right in place there. We can start building on top of that. So now we're gonna place the pieces down. I'm gonna create a new scene here. Hey, Crystal, I appreciate you. I think really anybody can learn how to do these, how to do stop motion animation. You have a phone and some Lego pieces or whatever else. It's really fun and easy to learn. Okay, just continuing on here. Get these instructions caught up. There we are. Hi, hello there. Darla. Okay, so we're gonna start building all the way around. We should have plenty of room for that. I'm gonna actually start this corner. Yeah, I mean, it just takes practice, I think, with anything else. Just like with anything else. I've been doing these Lego builds, stop motion, for about 2 years. And if you go back and look at my first videos, they're a little rough. But it's just something you just keep practicing and you get better at it. Really, no matter what it is. That's what you do. If you enjoy something and you want to get better at it, you've got to just keep practicing. I believe that goes there. Yep. Got that guy right there. That guy right. All right. See how that's looking. Pretty good. And now we're gonna. Looks like just put some plain plates on here. Get those going here. There is a plate, like a printed plate in this set. Coming up with the little plant happy face. Make sure I don't put that on there yet. Yeah. That looks good. So what I'm going to do, there's some pieces that need to go on the back of this assembly. So what I like to do for that is to have it start spinning really fast and then just flip over mid-spin. Just makes things a little bit easier to animate instead of doing like a flip over or something. Okay. So that will look like this. I'm just gonna bring the piece a little bit more, and a bit more. All right, I'm gonna get this off of here. Just start getting this spinning really fast. I'll pretty like a quarter of a turn each frame. Go in. One more. So that's gonna look like that. So it's starting to spin. I don't like that last frame, so I'm gonna move this. And now we can flip this over and keep spinning it. We want this rounded part down here to be up here. So we're just going to keep spinning it around. As we get closer, we'll slow down. Almost there. Now we'll start slowing down. Not quite a quarter turn. A little bit more. More. The other way a little bit. Oh, that looks good. A little bit more that way. Alright, what we got? Flip spin. Looks pretty good. Gotta tack that down because we gotta add a few pieces to it. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So just flip this over. Put some sticky tack on the back here. Be easy to do. And then try to line this up the best we can. Since we're already moving and animating, it doesn't have to be perfect. Because we're already kind of mid-movement. That's why I always try to grab a frame right after I put this back in. You know, smooths things out so I don't have to get it exactly perfect. That's way off. I need to move up. Go back. That down a bit. There's the other. Oh. That needs to move right there. Stand up a little bit higher than it was, so it looks like it's kind of jumping a bit. That's okay. Well, it looks pretty good. I like the spin. Now we'll do a building scene. So we're going to start building some more here. Put a few pieces just to add to the bottom, not many. Okay. We start with this corner piece up here. And then we'll just kind of work our way around. So today we're doing the Happy Plants official Lego set. And we're doing stop motion animation build, which is what I do here on this channel. If you ever want to see any of the other builds I've done, you can certainly go back and watch those. Everything I've ever built has a video for it, either a short or long form. So you can go check those out if you're interested what the final product looks like. Okay, that just builds across there. And now this piece, I kind of move forward and then tilt up and attach to the front of that. So let's do that. We could also have it go around and the back side. No, I think we'll go ahead and put it on the front. Okay, now we'll do an animation scene. See it kind of disappear here for a second. And come back. There we go. All right. I'm just gonna scooch this forward just a hair. And you can see if I play it back, how small that movement is. And a little bit more. You always start with a small movement and then get faster as it goes. So now that I moved a couple of frames, I'm gonna get the sticky tack off here. Don't need that anymore. And we can slide it forward a little bit more. I get it touching the front there. And I'm gonna add some sticky tack, like a bunch of it. It's this whole big wad. Like right here. I want it to start raising up into place. So now that frame, get a little bit less sticky tack, and I'm going to do like an in-between, and there might be too fast. No, it's okay. Actually kind of like how the main figure jolts a little bit when that gets on there. Okay, now we can start moving this upwards. So move sticky tack down a bit. Move that up. No. And now we can take the sticky tack off completely and we replace the piece where. There we go. Oh, like. So later on in the instructions, we're going to do the other side, kind of similar. There's going to be a face on it. And so what I need to do is spin this little guy around. And I'm going to go ahead and do that as part of this animation. So he's going to spin this way. A little bit more. Tack on his feet down here so I get that sticky tack off. I'm gonna line this back up. some more here. More. Almost there. He's going to be facing the other direction. Almost there. Spins around like that. Yeah, just a little bit more movement. More. Yeah. Okay, and then we can pick his feet back to the table. So I'm just gonna put like a whole glob of sticky tack on him here. Whole big glob. I do not want this sucker to move. Okay. Put that close as possible to where it was before. And that looks pretty dang close. And moves that way a little bit. Scooch it. Just a little scooch. About right there. Alright, well, that looks good. Okay, so we're gonna do something similar with the front that we did with the back, but it's going to come in from the other side. Instead of coming in from here, we'll come in from here. Go ahead and start that. We're going to spin this one in too. Keep going. When we get close, we'll just up the forward momentum, and we're just spin for one full turn maybe. A little bit as we're getting into position here. Yeah. All right, see how that whole thing looks. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And right in place. Okay. Now we can tack this brown plate down. Try to line it up the best I can here. This way. Oh. Oop. I'm gonna slid that a little bit. Good. Now we can start building on top of that. This is going to be very similar to the way the other one was built. This blue piece in the center, and then we'll just work our way around. I think this time I'm going to start this piece. Little guys here, and pop in there. That piece can go there. We've got our 2x2 plate here. Now this is where it gets switched up a little bit. Okay, so now we've got this 1x2 here, or 2x4 rather, and go there. Then our happy face print. There. Was there. Let's play that back. That looks really good. Okay, so now we've got to do a similar thing where we spin it all around and put some pieces on the back. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Easing movement. Slow it first and then speed it up. That makes it look smoother. Tack off of there. I'm pulling it off like this. So this was lined up like this. Spin. Over. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. Spinning. Now we'll start to slow down because we're almost where we need to be here. Line up perfectly with the angle of the main body. Yeah, that looks just about perfect. Okay. This down. So probably after finish this little guy, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break here. I might be back a little bit later today. We'll see how it goes. Try to finish this guy up. Okay, got that there. That looks good. Yeah, it's doing the same kind of thing. I'm gonna try to put pressure on this. Let's see if I can get it to scooch down. Where did that? That. Oh, that moved a lot. Good. A little bit more. This is why the undo button was invented. Okay, that looks good. And back to the building. So we're going to do a new scene. Okay. All right. Similar deal. To the back section. Build it down here. There. 2 more pieces here. 1 and 2. All right, so now this is just gonna slide up and onto the main body like we did with the other side. Here we go. That's not moving at all. I'm gonna have to take this tack off first. Come here. A little bit right there. There we go. We got it all. Okay. So I'm gonna slide this up just a little tiny bit. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. So it kind of collides there. There we go. This big wad of sticky tack right there. Start to tilt upwards. More towards the bottom, so it's up higher. There we go. And we'll move sticky tack to the other side. Keep it from falling over. That. Up. Place. Take the tack off. Whole thing. Right in there. Looks pretty good. As far as like the couple frames here with the sticky tack in it, what I usually do is I come back in afterwards, my editing software, just remove those. It's like literally painting an erase on it. Then I can take part of this frame and patch it back in the best I can. It won't be perfect, it'll be less noticeable. So, it looks pretty good. All right, so what we got next up on the instructions? Okay, so next is the plant build coming out of the top. I might have time to do that. It's got like a little root that sits down in there. Interesting, okay. Wonder how I won't be able to do that. I might just, I don't want to build it right in place there. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do this. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to do this. This is like a small bag. You can have at least one of these 100% complete. It's not that many pieces. I think we can make this work. Wonder if it's gonna look best here. In front, further down maybe. I don't want to hide his face. What if I can do like, yeah, that might work. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tilt the camera. So, I'm gonna see a little bit of movement to the side. I'm gonna get the plant moved over without moving it. Moving the camera. Will give us plenty of room. more. Man. Oh, cool. So now I'm gonna get the base of the plant stuck down where I want it. Actually, let's create a building frame here. Building scene, rather. All right, so we get the back on here, and I am not going to follow the instructions exactly because it would be a lot harder to animate. Stick that right there. All right, so what do we got next here? Of course. Okay, actually I missed this piece here. Before you do that, let's just put the tack on the bottom of this piece. It'll have to be a little bit less tack. That's okay. This right here. Go. Hey, hello there, Lego Tours. Hope you're doing well. Building some happy plants here. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. All right. This little piece here. And then this guy, I've never seen a piece like that before. That is crazy looking. That's gonna go there. And then this is gonna go here, top of that. This little brown piece, that. And right, got guy here. I don't know if that'll sit. It doesn't look like it'll sit on top of there. So I'm just gonna do this whole thing here. Side of there. There we go. Perfect. We got that moved a lot. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. Now we've got that. Now we can just add these leaves. Looks like one on each one of these. This is where botanicals are hard to animate the build because adding these leaves and stuff on here kind of hard to keep everything in place. A lot. So this is like moving forward and it's trying to spin on me. So it's like really tough to keep it in place. Nudge it back where it was. There we go. That's gonna have to do. I don't think I'm gonna get that any better. I'm gonna just put some downward pressure so it doesn't move quite so much. All this out. And it's still gonna move. And it's gonna go. Wow, man. Right, it's down here. This guy. Go. Come on, get in there. There. Whoa. Moving so much. I think I got back in place. We've got these kind of angled. Dropped a piece. Kind of angled sections here. This is going to pop onto that. This is going to pop on the other side, I believe. Yep. Okay. And finally, we just have these large pieces here. Put one there. Just have to take off because I don't have room to get in there. So this is going to be interesting how this will turn out, but we'll see. Alright, so I'm just going to put that back in there. Tack off of this, that back, and see if I can realign everything the way that it was. Like, at least try to get the base. Here we go. A lot of spinning. Let's see how bad that looks. Not great. Okay, so I'm gonna just have this go around back and up in it. And that'll be the end of it. Alright. So we're gonna do new animation. Test. Yeah, this last section was tough. Round back. The reason why I'm going around back is going to be so much easier to hide the sticky tack. Okay, so this is going to start to move upwards. So this really big sticky tack here. Stand up straight. There you go. Now, take this big ball here. Like that. There precariously. And now go ahead and add this like little bottom piece here. It's supposed to go something. There. Set that there. Push it all the way down. And there's our happy plant build. I think I'll probably do an animation where he kind of walks, which I think that would be cool. Kind of wobble back and forth. Okay. We can do that real quick here. That'll be what we'll finish up on today. All right. So the way I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna grab the sticky tack off of here. I'm going to put these final 2 pieces on there. And I'm just gonna have this like sticky tack on one side. This is just gonna be like that. And I'll like forward a little bit. That might be too much. Raise his other foot up like that. Oh, it's like way too much. So it's gonna okay. It's gonna jump in. A little bit more. Getting there, and then I rotate this around. It's looking funky. Okay, and then keep going. Back off so it goes back down. There, he's kind of moving. I can imagine like what the sound effect of that is going to be. It'll be funny. Okay, put that there. It's okay. You all over, please. Okay. That way. Okay. Yeah, he's kind of walking. It's turning out a little better than I thought it would. All right, then I'm actually liking that. It's gonna make like a pot, you know, banging against the ground sound like pop, 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 pop. It'll be cool. We're getting there, almost there. Okay. This set is like, it's fun, but I'm having to do a lot more animation than I thought I would. So it's taking probably about twice the amount of time I really thought it would. Up. My style of animation is not like perfect, smooth, close to real life at all. So The fact that this looks kind of funky is perfect, and plus the character is literally a clay pot, so he's not going to be able to move that well anyway. Let's get that a little bit better of a position. Almost there, just probably a couple more rotations of this. This one. Probably just one more. I'll just slide him off screen because you can't see his feet anymore in the center anyway. So. All right, that'll do it. Walking off there. Okay, well. All right, I think that's about all I have time for today. I will probably finish up. I'll do the blue pot maybe tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. That'd be fun. We were able to finish up at least one. If you like what you see here, go ahead and check out my other videos. I do stop motion videos. You can check them all out. You can check out the other live streams where I've built a couple of other sets. This is kind of a new